Television has given us unforgettable moments, but some left audiences in shock and disbelief. From unexpected tragedies to disturbing plot twists, these are some TV's most shocking and darkest moments that left viewers stunned. The Twilight Zone tragedy, 1982. On July 23, 1982, the actor Vic Morrow and Myca Dinh-Lo and Renee Shin-chun, two child actors, were killed on the set of Twilight Zone. The movie. The three were filming a Vietnam War battle scene when the low-flying helicopter lost control and crashed into the actors, killing them instantly. Director John Landis and 4 crew members were charged with involuntary manslaughter, making it the first time a filmmaker faced criminal charges for a fatal on-set accident. After a 10-month trial, all 5 were acquitted. Lawsuits filed by the families against Warner Brothers, Landis, Warner Brothers, and co-director and producer Steven Spielberg were eventually settled for an undisclosed amount. The Challenger disaster, 1986. On January 28, 1986, millions around the world tuned in to watch the Space Shuttle Challenger launch, thrilled to see teacher Krista McAuliffe make history. Just 72 seconds after liftoff, however, the shuttle disintegrated midair, leaving viewers in shock. The tragedy was caused by a faulty O-ring in the booster rocket, which failed in the cold Florida weather, triggering a catastrophic chain reaction. And here's the most haunting part. Reports suggest the crew, in all probability, survived the explosion and remained conscious for nearly 3 minutes, right until their capsule hit the ocean at 333 kilometers, 207 miles per hour. The siege of the Iranian embassy, 1980. In May 1980, the world witnessed a dramatic rescue operation live on TV. After 6 days of tense negotiations and threats, the SAS stormed the Iranian embassy in London, where 6 armed separatists had taken 26 hostages. Viewers watched in real time as black-clad SAS soldiers descended the building. Flashbangs exploded and gunfire erupted. The operation lasted just 17 minutes, resulting in the deaths of 5 terrorists and the rescue of all but 1 hostage. The Boston Marathon bombing manhunt, 2013. In April 2013, 2 bombs exploded near the finish line of the Boston Marathon. 3 people died, and hundreds were injured. What followed was a manhunt, unlike anything most of us had seen. For 4 days, the world watched as police tracked the 2 suspects, Tamerlan and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. The tension hit its peak during a dramatic live standoff in Watertown, Massachusetts, when Tamerlan was killed in a shootout, followed by hours of suspense before Dzhokhar was found hiding in a boat and arrested. Budd Dwyer, 1987. On January 22, 1987, Pennsylvania State Treasurer Budd Dwyer held a press conference that began like any other but ended in tragedy. Convicted of bribery charges and facing up to 55 years in prison, Dwyer proclaimed his innocence one last time and delivered a final statement to the crowd. Then, to the shock of everyone present, he removed a revolver from a manila envelope and ended his life live on TV. Strangely enough, Dwyer's actions ensured that his family would receive his government benefits, which they would have lost if he had been sentenced. So in a tragic way, his final act was both a protest and a means to protect his family's future. JFK assassination coverage, 1963. On November 22, 1963, the world stopped as the unthinkable happened. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. Regular programming was immediately cut, and for the first time in history, TV networks stayed live around the clock, capturing every new development. But just 2 days later, another notable first happened live on national television. Jack Ruby stepped forward and killed Lee Harvey Oswald, the man accused of shooting the president. It was just a few seconds, but it changed live broadcasting forever. The presidential assassination attempts. On March 30th, 1981, President Ronald Reagan was shot by 25-year-old John Hinckley Jr. outside the Washington Hilton Hotel. Viewers watched in disbelief as Reagan, seriously injured, was rushed to the hospital. The attempt not only changed Reagan's presidency, but marked the last time a sitting U.S. president was wounded in an assassination attempt, until 2024. On July 13, 2024, President-elect Donald Trump was shot in the ear. The jaw-dropping moment unfolded on live TV as Secret Service agents scrambled to protect him. Trump survived, but the incident reminded the world how easily assassination attempts can alter the course of political history. The murder of Allison Parker and Adam Ward, 2015. On August 26, 2015, viewers tuning into a routine morning news broadcast in Virginia were met with chaos. Reporter Allison Parker and cameraman Adam Ward were busy with an interview on air when gunshots suddenly rang out. The attack, carried out by a former colleague with a personal vendetta, played out in real time as the broadcast abruptly cut back to the studio. Parker and Ward lost their lives in the ambush, and the attackers' decision to share a video of the crime online spread the trauma worldwide. The Munich Olympics Massacre, 1972. Munich's 1972 Olympics will forever be remembered for its horrendous tragedy. 8 members of the Palestinian group Black September stormed the Olympic Village, taking 11 Israeli athletes hostage. 2 athletes were killed immediately, and the remaining 9 were held captive. What made this even more shocking was the live TV coverage. People all over the world watched, hoping for a peaceful resolution. Unfortunately, the rescue attempt failed spectacularly, resulting in the deaths of all 9 remaining hostages, a German police officer, and all 8 terrorists. Donald Herbert's awakening, 60 Minutes. Firefighter Donald Herbert was in a minimally conscious state for 10 years after a roof collapsed on him during a fire in 1995. Then on April 30th, 2005, something extraordinary happened. Herbert suddenly woke up, speaking with his family and friends for 14 hours. His emotional reunion was captured on camera and was so extraordinary it seemed miraculous. For a few hours, his family and friends had a fleeting glimpse of the man they had lost. Sadly, the newfound clarity didn't last, and Herbert passed away just 10 months later from complications due to pneumonia. TV history is filled with moments that shook audiences to their core. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.